What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Uber Adventures. I'm John, and today we are taking a look at the Phoenix. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Uber Adventures. I'm John, and today we are taking a look at the Phoenix 334 FL by Shasta. This thing is awesome, and I'm a huge fan of the front living. And not only that, apparently y'all are too. I've gotten probably 4 phone calls the last 3 days in a row on front living, so I figured I would do the next video on a front living RV. This is a fairly large but not overly sized, where I have almost 40-foot long front living. This one is going to be drastically shorter. It's going to be 33 feet. So if you're trying not to go too big, I know a lot of people want the biggest and baddest thing there is, but sometimes you don't need it or you don't want it, because I know people that are exhausted with pulling 40+ foot trailers. So if you're curious about all the specs, I do all that at the very end. Between now and then, we just walk around and show what the RV looks like and see if it's right for you. But guys, I am a salesperson. I am here at a great outdoor RV in Cumby, Texas, where it's beautiful today, but if you look at it last week, it was just terrible. Texas has 2 seasons. It's either summer or whatever the heck North Texas wants to be like. It's terrible. So right now we're in the whatever North Texas wants to be like. That's how we are. But guys, getting so much closer to being monetized. If you don't mind, if you're watching the videos over and over, or you're watching multiple videos, just subscribe. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later. It just means the world to me that you want to help me out. I guess that's all it is at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and just jump into this RV. All right, before we get into this, we did have quite a few people tell me they were getting tired of the movement and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit better. I use a GoPro to film, so I can't really zoom or change lenses, but I can make it a wider angle. I just don't want to make it look fake, where the rooms look bigger than what they actually are. I want to give you the most realistic idea of what these RVs look like, but I'm trying the wide angle. Let me know down in the comments if this works better for you, and I'll stick to it. All right, let's jump in. Yeah, so this is actually quite a bit different for me too, as far as the way it looks. But let's take a look at this. So you got a strip on the very top. I'm not even pointing at it. I'm pointing at it for me, but not for the camera. All the way across the top, and then you have 2, I believe those are blue lights. They might be amber. They look amber actually on each corner, which I love. And now these lights down here are blue. They're going to be these 2 blue lights right here. Those are mostly to help you hook up and stuff, but I love the blue lights. I think they stand out and look absolutely insane. And then of course you got your pin box. And then coming down here, we got it so low because we use a tractor to move these, and it's got to be able to pick it up. All right. Oh, this actually helps a lot. It's bowed a little bit. Obviously it doesn't have that shape, but it gives you an idea of the whole entire area. So you have your battery hookup here, and then you have all these wires, which is cool because you can actually see that they're color coordinated, and you have a lot of storage space. And these are, so let me get from under here. So it's a misnomer that people think that these cannot be auto adjusted. However, this can be auto adjusted. If you look right here, it's on both sides. On top of those, this is your auto stabilizers. It will actually help you out automatically. You don't have to adjust these. I mean, this is to adjust to be able to hook up and drop off. It makes it easier, but it is auto stabilizing. So don't think that when it's like that you can't stabilize it. It's just a different design. These are electric stabilizers. I'm about to knock myself out on all these slide outs. But tons and tons of room in the front. Be very careful. There's a lot of wiring. I don't want you to rip out wiring by just loading it and unloading it. All right, right here we have your propane. This is one side. The other side will have another propane tank. These are 30 pounds a piece, so you have 60 pounds of propane on this RV, which is to be expected on an RV this size. This is going to be your pass-through storage. You also have a place to plug in a TV. You have a pretty big right there, and we'll do it on the other side. That's where your stabilizer's at. And then of course this is also lit in here. Ow, god damn it, I knew that was coming. And this is going to be your front living slide. It is on Schwintech rails. which is perfect for something like this because all that's in this is one of your couches. On the other side, it's another couch. It is pre-wired for your side view mirrors, for your cameras. Don't get upset with me. And then you do have a plug right there. Now, I haven't seen this a lot. I've seen it a couple times. It's where you have your awning. It goes over the actual slide, the bigger slide, and it comes around and goes all the way down. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a slide cover whenever you have your awning out. It's also LED lit. And of course, on this one as well, it is Asdel, which is beautiful and amazing, and it prevents any type of separation, any type of water damage. It gets rid of a lot of issues that you might have. You have speakers here. This is possibly, but actually I don't think it is. Yeah, actually that might be reinforced right there because this sounds different. And then you have your cable, satellite, and then you have a place to plug with speakers on both sides. Now, I wouldn't mount a TV on here. I would literally just put a TV off to the side and then just hook it up. But, you know, you do what you need to do to make your day better or just to be happy. And then we have a little tiny mini fridge in here. There we go. Nice little mini fridge. Again, beer fridge or kids' drinks or whatever you might need it for. For me, it'd be definitely kids' drinks because I'd probably drink them too. And it's kind of cool because you have a little tiny, not a little tiny, but you have a plug right there. So you could always put that top plug down and still have a place to plug in inside of here. So slam latches, always a plus. You have a ladder that goes all the way to the top. Now get this, I didn't even realize it until our rep kind of pointed it out. It's becoming more abnormal to have a bumper than to have one. So like if you look over here, we have our Durangos and our Durango Golds. None of them have rear bumpers. Whereas all of our Shastas do have rear bumpers. You can even see that one right there. That's our smallest one. You have your 50 amp plug right here, and it will light up green as long as you're getting power to the actual RV itself, which I like. LED tail lights, all LED lights to be that more specific. And then right there is your pre-wire for your backup camera. Yeah, probably about a 250 pound hitch, something to be able to pull like bikes and things like that. Never intended to pull a boat or a car, so be very, very careful with that. 10-gallon hot water tank. You got 3 more slides on this side. Lots and windows. Your other side indicator with a pre-wire for your side camera, for your blinker camera. And then of course you have all your hookups right here. You have your outdoor shower. You have all your hookups for your cable satellite hookups, 110 plugins, and then it is lit in here as well. You also have everything you need to do like tank fill, winterizing. You have your flushes, your city water hookup right here. So you have pretty much everything. And then right here you have your battery disconnect, which you see that light popped on. And then you have your auto leveler. And I think this turns off on the front lights, so we'll find out. There's always a switch in here that I never know where it goes to. So, and then of course you have the instructions on how to use your stabilizers on your auto stabilizer on the door. And then of course this has your other propane tank. There's your lights. Oh, and I didn't even point out these lights right here. And you probably can barely tell that strip. But yeah, no, the lights look great. I love LED lights. They just stand out. I'd like wider lights, but hey, nobody's asking me. All right, guys, let's go ahead and hop in. We're gonna walk through it. We're gonna see what the best features are, and I want you to let me know down in the comments what you like most about this RV. Let's hop in. All right, before we go in, obviously you can see you have the solid steps by Lippert. It's 4 steps, 5th step to go in. You have your screen door, and you do have a fairly decent sized grab handle that I use all the time because I am clumsy. So let's go ahead and hop on in. And we'll start in the very front. You do have 2 steps going up. Well, technically 3, I guess. And then in here, I love this setup. I love it. And I like this one because it's the more affordable one, and I'll give you prices and everything. But I just like this one so much. You still have your fireplace, you have a sound bar, you have a big, beautiful TV. I personally actually own an 8K TCL, and I absolutely love it. This is probably the best TV. I know TCL is a Walmart brand, but I like them. I think they do really good. They're budget friendly. They're kind of what Vizio was back in the day. Now Vizios are real expensive. And then looking in here, you have storage. It's all lit too, and it looks awesome, especially with the doors closed. It kind of just spreads out the light a little bit. It looks very, very homey. You have storage on each side of here, which I believe this is designed to hook up all your, let me turn on my light, all of your cable and all that kind of stuff. You have plugs, you can put DVD players down here, and you do have a pass-through in there for wires, so that's going to be your best place to put all your video game consoles or your DVD player or whatever you have. So these are trifold couches, so they turn into beds on both sides. Other side, which is super convenient, especially if you have some kids or you just have some kids over or some friends over. You can put these out. They do touch in the middle, so y'all can have like a pallet type situation. For me, that's exactly what I would use it for. I'd probably use those more than this, and just make a huge pallet and lay across and just kind of enjoy watching whatever I'm watching. More than likely it's going to be something Marvel related, but yeah. And then these are lit, they're massaging, and they're heated seats, so you still get a lot of great features with these. And of course they do recline and everything. They're Thomas Paine all the way around. Coming down the stairs, you have one of my favorite refrigerators in here. It's the Everchill refrigerator. These are very, very nice. Let me open this up. Beautiful LED lit. They have little pentagons on the back. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a good looking fridge. I would take this for the house. And if you can barely tell, but it's kind of got like a flake in the paint. It's a blue flake or turquoise or something, but it looks fantastic. It looks like a car paint job, basically. And of course, this is all digital. You can control everything right here. I don't mess with it because I don't understand it. So, and then you can lock it all up. Coming to the right, I would call this the coffee bar because everybody likes to cook coffee, you know, on the stove. No, this is your, like, I call it a coffee bar because everybody that comes into these RVs are like, where can I put my coffee stuff? And every time they see something like this, they're like, oh, that's perfect. I can put my coffee there. So I automatically call this the coffee bar. Plus you have 2 plugs right there. You have the price right here. And you have the MSRP right there. So 106 for $610, and we got it listed for $79,999. Going up, you have your control panel. So you have all your slides, and then you have your awning. You have your water tank, your exterior lights, your awning lights, your entry lights, and I believe this is just auxiliary lights. You have your water heater for gas and electric, and then you have your water pump if you're going to be using the fresh water tank. Light switches, and then this crystallized, but it looks cracked. It's not. It's the way it's designed. It looks like it's been cracked for, you know, beauty's sake, which is kind of cool. Oh, and it's textured on the other side. That's really cool. You can hear it. Lots of storage. And then you have even more storage down below. You have your fuse block right there. Oh, I love the way these come out. They're super smooth, not hard to pull. And then coming over here, you do have your Greystone oven and stove. This thing is huge. Just gigantic. Huge microwave. This is definitely a full-size residential microwave. Storage on the side. And this looks like a trash. Yep, I love that. Keep it out of the way. You have your island. You have covers. It is a stainless steel sink along with a matte black faucet. Lots of storage down there. This one did take a little bit more pressure to open it. And then you have more storage right here as well. In here, even more places to put things, and it is auto lights up by motion through the light up in the very top. This instantly makes me think of back in the day when you go to your grandparents' house. They always had a phone book and a phone, usually a rotary phone right next to it, and then you got your plugs and everything. So this instantly reminds me of like the little area where my grandmother would write all her checks and stuff, and she'd have her phone book and her phone and everything, and they would find the smallest section to just do all their work, and then they would have all the other junk right there. Use it however you need, but I just love that. It instantly hit like, you know, a nostalgic bone for me, so I thought it was really cool. More storage up top, beautifully lit as well, and storage down below. You have light switches located right there as well. Coming around, we're going to close the bedroom door. We have a Furrion air conditioning thermostat, which I actually do like because it's digital. And then on the corner beside the bed, or the bedroom, you do have places to put stuff. More places. And more places. And even more places. And then you do have a freestanding table and chairs. So, of course you can remove it. Everybody always asks. I like it. It would get me to sit down. And the best part is from here, I can see the TV well enough. But that's just for me though. All right. Let's head to the back. And what's interesting, I've never seen this on a door, is there's a lock on that. So if you're transporting, it won't open this door, but I've never seen that. Usually they just assume the door will stay closed. Huge space all the way around on both sides. This is a king bed. Space right there. You have all your plugins. You have a plug-in right there. And same for there. And then you have your light switches and everything on each side. And then, let's lift. Oh, this is heavy. Yeah. Okay, so this is a super deep one. And look at how thick that wood is. That's why it was so hard to open. That wood is actually quite thick. And we'll have to fix that side. Just part of owning an RV. It just peeled out. We'll fix that, no problem. And then you have storage, place to put shoes on the bottom. I mean, these things are deep. Look how deep that is. And then of course you have more up top. Goes all the way through. And then coming around, you have your own air conditioning thermostat right here because you have one located right there. Coming around, you have a place to put a TV. More and more storage. There's so much storage in this thing. Look at this. Storage, storage, storage. Look at that. All the way down. All the way up. More and more storage. Man, so much. And then coming over here, you have tons of storage, but if you do decide on a washer and dryer, plenty of space. This is probably one of the larger washer and dryer areas I've seen in a long time. And then this is a Jack and Jill, or his and hers, or whatever you want to call it. These are actually made out of porcelain, so they're more of a residential style, as well as the toilet. It's porcelain as well. You have tons of storage in here. You have these mirrors. Hi. Lots of storage there. Tons of storage down there. You have drawers. Of course, they're also going to put a lot of the piping and plumbing and stuff underneath, but you do have all of these. So you can actually put things, and then you got all of this counter space. So there's plenty of room for your toothbrushes, toothpaste, soaps, all that kind of stuff right here. And then of course, if you want it out of sight, out of mind, you have plenty of space in here all the way around. I mean, this is crazy. And then of course you have a huge shower, which could fit 3 people comfortably. Yeah, probably 2 people comfortably. So super tall, probably around 7 feet tall with my arms strained out. See if I can get a view. There you go. So plenty of head space. Just a quick, I'm going to turn off this light. That is bright in my eye. Bright in my eye, right in my eye. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this RV. I tried to move it the camera a little less to make it a little bit more watchable. I'm trying to make things, everybody happy, I guess, but at the same time, I've got to make it where it makes sense to me too. But let me know down in the comments what you thought about this RV. If you like it, don't like it, whatever. Every RV is not meant for everybody. So if you don't like it, that's fine. There's an RV out there for you. I promise you, it's somewhere out there. And hopefully I have it. It's just, you know, I mean, every manufacturer puts their own spin or ideas or whatever, you know. I've got a much more expensive version of this coach right here, that the TV in the very front will come down, and then you'll have a window there. You'll have all these other features. You'll have a bigger stove. So if you want to spend the extra money, I've got one for 130. This one's for 80. So it just depends on what you're truly looking for. So let me know down in the comments. But I'm going to go over the specs right now. All right, let's go over the dimensions and all the specs, not just the dimensions. All right, so the dimensions on this one, the length is 42.5 feet. The width is 8 feet, and the height is 12.42 feet. The weight, so we have the dry weight, which is 12,400 pounds. The payload capacity is 2,600 pounds, and those numbers combined give you your GVWR, which is 15,000 pounds. You have a hitch weight of 2708 or 2,708 pounds. You have a fresh water tank, which is 48 gallons, a gray water tank, which is 85 gallons, and a black water tank that's 45 gallons. You have 2 propane tanks, which are combined for 60 pounds, so they're 30 pounds apiece. Your awning is 20 feet long, so it's quite a big awning. You have a place to sleep up to 8 people. Your air conditioning is 15,000 BTUs apiece. And then you have your water heater, which is 10 gallons. And that pretty much covers everything. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and back to me. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, bell notification, all that good stuff. Again, y'all are killing it. Y'all are helping me grow closer to being able to be monetized. And I promise these videos are only going to get better from here on. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me, shoot down the comments. I've had a few people reaching out to me at this point, so it means the world. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And until next time, bye.